Hello, welcome back to the ministry. I got another song for y'all. I know, you ready? Lo gave me this song Always by Pebbles. Now, I done heard this song on the radio because I love to listen to my love and R&B Sunday through Thursday nights. And I heard this song and I was like, wait a minute. Okay, I hear you. I ignored it. Came back on. I ignored it. It came to me in a dream. I said, okay, now here you go. You talking to me. So it came back on today, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to see what these lyrics. At first, when I first pulled them up, I didn't pull up the right ones, I don't think. 10:23. Believe and trust God and faith. So the song starts out with her saying, Charlie, yes, Pebbles, have you ever loved someone so much that you feel it deep down in your soul? Girl, I truly have. Well, this is how I feel about the one I love. Let's sing it together. So it starts out with her saying, Always, boy, I never knew a love like you before. When it comes down to these relationships, you have never experienced the love that you're going to experience in this relationship that you're about to walk into. You ain't even going to know what to do with it. It's funny because the video I was looking at, I saved it on my phone, but I watched it the other day because I only watched part of it and I saved the rest of it to watch later. And then I kept it and I only watched it again today, and it fell in line with everything that the Lord was showing me today. So I was like, okay, God, what we talking about? It was Bold for Christ's video where it's called Sudden Love Double Portion. And it was talking about suddenly. And if you watch my word that I did on the song by Ocean London, which is called Back to Your Place, another song that came up by Ocean London was Suddenly. And then today also, I was seeing the word by one of the ministers I follow that was still in my phone called Suddenly kept popping up. I was like, oh. And I listened to his word talking about marriage anyway. So I was like, okay. It's about to go down. Anyway. You came into my life and gave me more. You are my friend, also my man, and I love you always. This is how you gonna feel when this man comes in your life. The way that y'all relationship gonna come to pass is almost gonna be like, and this is something that I've been concerned about, but I've been getting confirmation spiritually. What it is a lot of us have been afraid because it's like, I haven't dealt with this person in person. Oh my God, how in the world is this gonna work? But the Lord gave me a confirmation through a series of dream visions that just as easily as you have felt a numbness of no feeling because you're not with the person, when you come into the presence of the person, it's going to be like a switch went from off to on. Meaning, you're going to feel like, wait, I don't even know this person like that, but I feel like we've been friends our whole lives. You ever met somebody like that? You ever had, like, even a girlfriend? Think of a girlfriend. And you started talking to them. It's like, have we been friends like all of our life? I feel like I have this connection to you. That's the way it's going to be with you and this man. It's going to be like there was no time or distance or space. It was like you knew each other all your life and y'all just met. It's like, what? Yeah. And you're going to always love each other. You just don't know what you've done for me. This is what they're going to say about you. Why are they going to say that about you? The way you've prayed, the way you've covered them, the way that you have done what you have done for them spiritually. They have never had anybody do what you've done for them in the spirit. But what you have done has made such a significant impact on their life that they can't repay you for what you did. because what you did could nobody else do. I'm reminded of a word that Dr. Jolie Whitaker did years ago. I cannot think of the name of it, where she was talking about the scripture where Abigail did something for David, and in what she did, David could not repay her for that. And I believe it's the fact that she brought David an offering, even if it was for her husband, Nabal. But the presence of her heart posture in that scenario made David look upon her in a specific way. It's your heart posture that they've been looking at. And the fact that you even did what you did, you don't understand what you've done for them. And you gave me love, and now I'm complete. They were feeling empty, and there was a missing piece in their life. And with what you have done in the spirit for them, you've removed the blockades, the barriers, the spiritual issues. You brought clarity. You've brought all this kind of stuff. You didn't know it because you weren't there. But you were doing what God instructed you to do while you were in prayer for this individual. And God did it on your behalf. And because of that, they can't thank you enough for that, because wasn't nobody else going to do that. Nobody. Not the way you did. You are the son, the only one, and I love you always. You have shined a light in their life in a way that has casted away a level of darkness that they didn't understand that they needed to go. So they're like, baby, don't leave me. Don't ever desert me. I promise my life to you, and I love you always. And in the reverse, you're saying, don't leave me. Don't ever desert me. I promise my life to you, and I love you always. You just want them to be the secure place in life that you have, and they want you to be the same. I wish I had known that you'd come for me. That's the way we, as the kingdom wives, have felt. A few weeks ago, the Lord showed me 532 over 532, 532, 532. And I kept wondering, why I keep saying 532? 532 means to take a leap of faith. But it also means that you're unprepared. Some of y'all are unprepared for the fact of what God is about to send you into your life. I was a soul that was lost and incomplete. They also were a soul that was lost and incomplete. But you know how they say, even though I don't quite believe it like this, society puts it, that two halves make a whole. And if you look at the way that hearts are made, literal hearts, our physical hearts that beat in our chest, if you turn the heart in a specific angle, it looks like a half of a heart. If you take your heart and match it up to your partner's heart, when put together the way that it's supposed to be, it's two halves of one heart. Most people don't know that. But spiritually, you must be a whole. Because think about it like this. If your heart wasn't whole, it wouldn't make a heart when the two halves were put together. You can't make a whole if you don't have two holes, two whole hearts. Thought process. Anyway. You were my friend, you were my man, and I want you always. I just don't know what came over me. Boy, you touched my soul and let me feel free. This is actually the vice versa for them. The way that we have spiritually fought for them, what we did was a spiritual touch that couldn't nobody else do. Yeah, they had counterfeits. Yeah, they dealt with other women. Yeah, all that other stuff. But the way that you touched their soul, you set them free in a way that, for he who the Son sets free, he's free indeed. The God in you, through the way that you prayed for them, stood for them, you set them free. And you touched them on a soul level that couldn't nobody else do. Let's just be real. Always be there, baby. Don't be scared. Some of your God ordained spouses have been in a debate. Stephanie P made 2 videos. One, she talked about your God ordained spouse is so nervous. Next, it also talked about the fact that he they've been sitting, she said she had a vision of the man sitting on the bed trying to figure out how to approach, what to say, so on and so forth. And they wish they had known certain things, and if they had, they would have acted different. But that wasn't us for us to say. It was for God to show them. If God didn't show them, what were we supposed to do? Because I love you always, baby. Then it's the verse, baby, don't leave me, don't desert me, I promise my life to you, and I love you always. Repeated twice. And they're saying that you are my friend, you are my man. I do love you, and that's a vice versa scenario. And the I do is a reference to saying I do to marry them. You should know now that I'll never leave you. Well, I've searched the land and now I've found you. Doesn't that sound like scripture to you? What does that mean? I've searched the land and now I've found you. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. And this so sounds like the man, even though this is coming from the woman's perspective. And we are the ones that are saying, because God has shown us who these men are, you are my man, you my only man, meaning we are not moving from our posture, meaning God said that you the one, then you the one. Where we going? Where was we going? We wasn't going nowhere. Only a very overzealous individual that really just cannot wait, and you risking messing yourself up, will go looking for somebody else when God already done told you that's the one. I just wanted to lay that there. And it repeats like 8 to 10 more times. Baby, don't leave me, don't ever go. So that verse repeats. So that was the lyrical review for Always by Pebbles. So I hope that blessed you. And until next time, this is Touch My Camera. Bye bye.